Hello and welcome to this video. New feature alert with a new part of the software called Performance Center.
I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me.
Hello, my name is Aaron Patrick, Certified Chartered Accountant, a UK QuickBooks Trainer, and also that QuickBooks chat. In today's video, QuickBooks have just released a brand new feature and we're going to explore it straight away. Let's have a look. Okay, so for the eagle-eyed ones of you out there, you will notice that if you look on the left-hand side under Reports, we now have a brand new arrow. So when we click on the arrow, we then have the opportunity to look at Reports or Performance Center. So let's see what Performance Center has for us. When you first go into Performance Center, you're asked to check out your Performance Center. We've had a few charts. So effectively what's happening here is that QuickBooks is now going to give you more reports that actually give more meaningful and more visual basis. So the idea is that your clients are going to have a different way and a different look at it going forward. And it also means that anybody who can understand these reports, whereas the reports in the past have all been very much based on a particular need and it gives lots of customization, they're still numbers. And sometimes clients and business owners alike struggle to understand what that actually means. With Performance Center though, the idea is that we're going to give multiple different types of performance reports that hopefully are going to be really easy to understand from everyone involved. So they've added a few reports to get started and customize the performance for your business. Let's get started. So first menu comes up is customize your chart. So these three dots here is where we get to edit or delete your charts. We get to set up your time period in two ways. You can either change the time period from the Performance Center or when you edit a chart, so you could use the edit or you can change it just there. And finally you can create your own charts. Use the button to add new charts within filters to choose, and you can choose up to 25 charts within the Performance Center. So straight away we get 8 out of 25 charts, and here looks very much like our dashboard. So this is going to give us some really insightful information about what's going on in our business. So as you can see, it's giving us a nice breakdown about AR, so our accounts receivable or trade debtors, giving us a nice information about our trade creditors, and it's giving us expenses by time. This is going to be really useful for us to be able to see trends and everything that's going along. We can see revenue by time, and it's going to compare that for us as well, and our gross profit margin and how that's gone. But basically it's giving the same information we've always been able to have, but in a product or in a format that's going to be really easy to understand. Net profit over time, current ratio, and the quick ratio. We can explore these little three dots where we can edit the widget, and we get lots of options of how to put these widgets in. So we get to look at trend bars versus vertical, we get to name it, we get to change our period, group by, and then we can do project, suppliers, employees, item expenses or none. And I assume classes and locations might be involved if you've turned those on. We can filter if we need to by locations, compare, and we can compare against different periods. So we can edit these as much as we need to as we go along. We have the option to add a new chart in the top right hand corner, and it gives us all these options. So we can look at expense, revenue, gross profit, net profit, accounts receivable, accounts payable, COGS, current ratio, and quick ratio. If we look at, say, COGS, for example, we then get to put a different type. So this is your cost of goods, services, and everything else that goes with it. And we get to see if there's anything that we can change on there. And then if we need to, we add to dashboard at the bottom. So that's really nice and useful, and it's going to give us a really insightful way of looking at the data. Now, one thing that would be understanding is if there's any way... okay, brilliant. So at the top here, we can split and see if there's anything else. So we can put it to maybe just our expenses over time, and we can add that as a chart as it loads in for us. And up here, we can add charts. And as soon as we add a new one, 9 of 25 charts created. And if we need to delete that one, we press delete, and that goes. So again, it's giving the same information, but in a much more of a visually aesthetic, better way of looking at the data. And I think that's going to be really powerful. It's going to be a place where you can have meaningful conversations about that data. One thing we don't have an option for just yet is exporting this in any meaningful way. So the only way we can talk about this is by going to the reports, Performance Center, and just to make sure, if I jump into management reports, I'm not expecting this, but it'll be interesting to see if we can include any of those in a management report. And if I was going to go to reports, add a new report, I can expect to see, yeah, only the ones that you can which, you know, may be a feature that will come later in the line. So what this report reminds me of, what this new performance center reminds me of, is the age-old summary of the business snapshot's been around since day one of QuickBooks, but it was always a really nice report to show, and as you can see, it's very, very visually, it gives you a lot of information. Basically, the performance dashboard, or the performance center should I say, is a replacement of that and gives you a lot more information that you can actually edit, and it's the fact that you can edit that's going to give you even more ways to use that data. Okay, so that was just a real quick look at the brand new feature. Hopefully you can see some use for it. Let me know below if there's anything that you would like to see added to this new feature. Is there any benefits you can see from using this feature as it is now? I'm really excited for this. It's something I'm definitely going to play with a little bit more, and it's something I'm definitely going to encourage my clients to utilize as we go forward. Now, you may not see it on every single version of QuickBooks out there. QuickBooks tend to roll this out on a percentage by percentage of different user base. You may find that your particular file you're using at the moment doesn't actually have it, but we should see that as we go along, that more and more of them, until 100% of the clients have access to it. There's been a lot of new features lately within QuickBooks, and you're in the right place to learn about how these new features affect, what they're for, and how you can actually utilize them for your business. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below about anything that we've talked about in this video, or if there's anything you want me to talk about regarding QuickBooks. My name is Patrick, I'm that QuickBooks chap, and it's been a pleasure doing this video for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.
I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. All the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, 'cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new, even if we stay in bed. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah.